The blog post was basically around video for your business, and if it was right, how you might use it. So I was hoping you could expand upon it, and I know I probably have a little bit different view. So I'm very curious what the concept was as a whole.
So, I mean, in general, what I'm telling people is that there's a lot more consumption of video going on. We are all getting smartphones. We're all using tablet devices. We are all looking for more ways to consume interesting content on the web. YouTube is serving up millions and millions and millions of shares an hour now. It's billions and billions a month. And 15% and higher is coming up on mobile devices now. So not only are tons of people consuming video, but they're also consuming it on the fly. And I've done it now. The question is, have you at any point now in the last little while, if you have a smartphone, taken it and popped open YouTube and said, hey, did you see this or whatever? Or look for how-to information on YouTube instead of going to a Google search. It's really becoming a big thing. So I put together quite a newsletter at chrisbrogan.com that I just sent out a little bit before the show that was just stuffed with information on how to make interesting and compelling video. What we do at Kitchen Table Talks is interesting and compelling, one hopes, because doing this live show, having switching, having a whole team behind us at the Pulse Network allows us to do a different kind of show than just like holding up a flip cam and filming us for a few minutes. So what I cover in this email newsletter is more the how to get started kind of things than how to start doing a show where you have a host in a chair lounging and two other hosts at a distance and a remote guest and all that. But it certainly gets us there. But I just think that video is a huge thing for 2012, and I think this is when it's time for you to get into this. It's now, and there's not an expense issue anymore. There's not a you don't know how to do it issue anymore. There's just so much how-to information out there. You've just got to put it together, take some time, get bold, and dare to put something out there and see what happens, and learn by making mistakes, I would say.
Something else you say all the time is, and I watch people get involved in it in your blog, is they get so involved in the technology and the what is my camera right for it? Is it not? And you always had something to say about that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, first off, just press record. Most of your smartphones have a recording device in them. Your digital camera at home, your still camera has one. I mean, there's just a lot of devices that, you can use. Your iPad 2, your laptop. I mean, everything has, something to record on. So, I mean, you can't allow yourself that excuse either. So, I just think once you get out there, just press record. If you're shy and you're nervous, the other trick is record a lot and then don't upload it anywhere. Just practice. Practice looking into the lens. Joe and I, talked about that early on with Joe in the show, because what people's natural inclination is to look down at the screen and look at the headshot they're looking at. So I'm making eye contact with Joe's eyes, but I have to look at the lens, otherwise it comes off as a little strange. So there's little details and little tips like that I'll get into in sort of subsequent emails. So if people jump in now, they'll get something out of it. But I think also just on your own, start looking at this, start figuring out what to do, and then follow cool people like Steve Garfield and read izzyvideo.com, and you'll start to figure out the cool places to go.